Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 30 of Abandoned Kids the Teen Years. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it's a little bit later on Monday. The kids all jogged to clear mind while it wasn't too cold. I started that because Sylvia, I noticed, was mortified, which luckily teens can't die from extreme emotions. But I find that's one of the most effective ways to reduce it, though of course there are other ways. You can, play with emotion if you have your instrument skill high enough, and you can write. They can write in their journals. That also helps. Now, what I want to do is Brian, I don't know whether this will help, but we're going to have him come over here and pick up a serving, or specifically grab a serving for Ethan, is what I want to do. Which, if you have it in the fridge, you can't. You have to just pick up a serving and then give it to the toddler, but if it's on the counter, you can do what I just did there. So I had him analyze a plant sample is what he did, to try and work on his badges, those immovable things. That happens a lot. So he can now collect his young scientist badge, collect his arts and craft badge, because I had to make one more sculpture on the woodworking table, and he can collect his give back badge because I had him working on that. That was, I think, already there. I just didn't get around to looking at it in the last part. So we'll get him to collect all those badges that he has done. So he has 3 badges left to collect after he has done that. Was he able to give that food? Or maybe he wasn't, because Ethan is being potty trained by his younger uncle Eric. Let's see, does he get the food? Because I noticed he had to go potty when he came up. So we'll see. I'm thinking he's going to sit on this chair and eat, and that's why. He is indeed. So we got those badges. And now what we need to do, because we've been promoted, we definitely need to, we'd have to buy that. It's essentially unlock the Silver Scouting trophy. So we're going to view our badge progress, because of course Brian is the one I'm trying to get to complete all of these, so that once he's got those and at least the 4 traits in positive range, then I'm going to age him up to a young adult, because he essentially has been a teen for the normal lifespan. I am playing on a long lifespan, but then I age them up when they have reached the goals, what I want them to do, which in this case I kind of would like him to get the trait from getting all of his badges that you get. And he's getting pretty close. He needs to do 2 more good deeds, 3 more things to keep fit, and 5 more outdoor adventure, which I find going fishing helps a lot, which is what it says right there. Catching fish, finding frogs, or grilling outdoors. So he could grill. That would be pretty easy for him to do. So we could work on that one too. We might do just a little bit of a mixture. So you want some social, so why don't you come talk to your nephew? Why don't we come over here and tell him a story and brighten his day. We do have a family gathering. It used to be that brighten the day seemed to be a thumbs up, but nothing else did, but hug lovingly is, but he's eating, so we can't really do that very well. Or I thought brighten day did. Maybe I'm, thinking it was the hug lovingly that gave it. So we'll do brighten day again, and then we're going to actually have Ethan talk to his uncle, because that will help him with his communication skill. So we're going to babble. He can't really do very much, because he is just the lowest level. You're going to go sit on that toddler bed while you're talking. And the parents are always hovering, I have to say. So he wants to play with dolls, and he wants to listen to music. So he's finished eating. He did go potty. He kind of needs a bath, but he's not too bad. So why don't you come over here and play... Oh, you can't play dolls with. Can you play dolls with? Yes, you can play dolls with Ethan. So we're going to have you go play dolls with Ethan, because I don't know whether that might help with the good deeds at all. And I did have Amelia, in between parts, make that chrysanthemum flower arrangement and sent it with the crocus, and it's now up there with the bees to help us so that we don't get stung. She doesn't have very many strawberries left in her inventory. Let me check Sawyer's, because I had Sawyer go and harvest some of them. And so I thought I had him go harvest some of them, but I'm not seeing them. Maybe I had Brian harvest a few. Well, he's got a lot. I don't think he harvested those all. I think he must have already had some in his inventory. So, Sawyer, why don't you come over here? Because I don't know. No, I was going to have him do that. So instead, why don't we come and have you come and harvest all so that we can get all these flowers in your inventory. And then these apples, I'm just going to, well, we'll stick them in Ethan's inventory to make sure he has something to eat. I'm going to keep the grow fruit because they're good for fertilizing. They're supposed to be good for fertilizing, but they're only normal. We kind of need to fertilize the grow fruit tree. Do you have any fish? More valuable fish is usually pretty good. So we're going to come over here and have her fertilize that with, if we have it, something a little bit more valuable. As I scroll through all the stuff she has in her inventory, I really should sell a few of these things. None of this is worth very much that I've seen so far. The tambaqui, it's 124, so it's worth quite a decent amount, so we're going to use that. And this looks like it's ready to evolve, so why don't we just, evolve that while we're at it. It's such a big garden, there's a lot of things to evolve. So, how are you? Did you get any progress? Any more badges? Nope. That was asking too much. Can we join playing with dolls like you were supposed to do in the first place? Eric, you're very playful, and you're tense. You're tense from being near family. Well, then why don't you come, and why don't we... I can't remember whose room I gave. I think he has the downstairs room. Is there a computer in your room? No. Because see, this is why this room would probably be better for Sylvia, because it has this makeup table and stuff. So maybe I will swap these around and give this room up here. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I swapped in between parts. I got rid of the self-cleaning litter box and put the, the one they have to clean and a garbage can, because I find that creates litter easily, and then you empty that out and that helps with their good deeds. So I think while we're trying to get the kids all to work on their good deeds, we'll just do everything we can to help with that. We're going to have him empty that trash. And hopefully that will get him there sooner rather than later. And you know what? I think I am going to have him take a vacation day for tomorrow, because I'm hoping we can, actually age him up pretty soon. So then he doesn't really need to be saving up those vacation days, because the goal is, that instead. So how are you doing, Ethan? You kind of need a bath. So why don't you, Sylvia, why don't you give him a bath? Why don't you give Ethan a bath? I'm going to get them all, ready and in bed, and I'll be back in the morning. Well, it's morning. Eric, I kind of probably need to wake him up because he went to bed really late, because I went to go have him play a game and then I forgot. And of course, he, as happens in real life, lost track of time and never went to bed, even though I had queued it up for him to go to bed. And I cannot, for the life of me, find the... a chess table on the lot, which I would have thought I would have had one, because the kids would have needed it when they were at their kids stage to get their child aspirations, because they have to play chess, and with 3 of them I can't imagine I didn't get it. But I can't find it, and I looked in our inventory and I can't find it there, and I could just be missing it. I looked a couple of times, or maybe I sold it, or I've misplaced it on the lot. I'm not really sure. I don't know, maybe we should change the color of this if there's a white version, and then this table will work, this chair will work there with it. So hopefully that works in that location. I did move this over here, this little stool closer to the TV, just so that it wasn't in the way. And I was doing that because I wanted him to get focused, but then I realized I probably should instead work a little bit more on his badges. He hasn't quite finished his good deeds, but you can only do so much with it. So I think I'm going to have him, though it's freezing out, so I probably shouldn't send him out jogging, because that's not, I would think, a good idea. So I'm going to have him work out downstairs instead of going jogging. And speaking of working out, let me check his athletic aspiration. Did he ever go to a gym to work out? He did. No, he didn't. He's worked out for 8 hours, but he hasn't worked out at a gym venue, so he can't really be working on this that aspiration without going to a gym venue. So I guess we'll just leave him for that. So they're going off to school. Ethan, oh, you're going back to sleep. And he's angry. Why is he angry? Oh, he's tired. I don't know why he wasn't asleep. They seem to be taking a long time, and there's that piece of fruit that I had him make. Eat. Now I'm trying to put it back in his inventory, but into him. Here, maybe I'll drag it down there. Does it work? We'll see. I don't know. So finally he's asleep. I had good intentions of getting him to bed earlier, but by the time they bathed him like I wanted him to and potty trained him, and he supposedly ate a little bit, but like he's hungry. Like he should have been in bed like a way long time before. So that didn't work out very well. I'm going to check to see whether Brian has the gym rat trait. He does, because that will help him not get quite as dirty as quickly, but also helps with fun. Help with fun. So we're gonna have him take a shower when he's done with his workout. And Sawyer, I had him go to sleep because he was up all night with Ethan, because Ethan was up all night. And Amelia, I was thinking I would, her needs are just tanking constantly, and I don't know why her bladder is even like not fully maxed and going down at all, because she has the steel bladder trait, so she shouldn't be having that happen. I'm gonna go stick that in the fridge. And how is there it is. It needs to grow back before we can do that. She needs to write a good book. So why don't I have her come over here and pay the bills so we don't lose her power. That would be a good starting point for her to do. And then I'm going to have her write, I'm going to make sure she has actually paid the bills before I set her up to do anything else. And poor little Ethan kept getting cold from, it being cold. But unfortunately, no one else seems to be. I've been noticing that with the toddlers. I mean, he's inside and he should be okay. And I really would prefer not to get a thermostat, because I've been finding it increases my bills significantly. So we're going to have her write a guidebook to archaeology. I'll just call it what it said there. She needs to write a good archaeology skill book, and then she has to give a successful archaeology lecture. But I don't know if any of the kids, the teens, need archaeology at all. So did he have his shower? Did he do what he was saying? Yeah, he did. He needs some social, and he's a little bit hungry. So why don't I, before I do anything, collect badge? Nope, he's not done enough with that fit. That has not worked. But you know what? Since you're hungry, you don't need to be doing that. Now you're going and using that, not going outside. Why don't you come and grill some... Actually, I wonder whether the brew herbal remedy helps. No, he doesn't have enough stuff. But he can. So I'm going to take some stuff out of Amelia's inventory and give it to him. And then we're going to see whether that has any help with the doing things outdoors is what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to look through her inventory and give it to her and be back. So I managed to get that over into Brian's inventory, his inventory, not hers, like I had commented. And I'm going to have him come and brew a herbal remedy to see how that helps. And Sawyer, I would think you should be awake enough. You need to splice a plant. Did I already splice a plant with the... This is my problem, is that I'm on the wrong level. So this is magnificent, and it's already spliced with apple and money. The problem is splicing with a lot of them doesn't seem to be working very well. I have had some luck with this. Let's come harvest the harvestables. And then given the sell harvestables is we have 3 money fruit. We're going to have like a money tree farm. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to give gifts of the money fruit from this particular batch to all 3 of the teens, so that whenever they move out, they have a money tree automatically. So we've already done that splicing. I don't really know what I want to splice. We're going to harvest the strawberries, and then yeah, it's too bad that they've dialed that down so much. It's kind of unfortunate. It's a little bit too much, I think. So we're going to harvest the basil, and then we're going to probably sell everything because we got some money coming there. We're going to supercell. And we already have 2 money trees. And you get a lot of money for money trees, I have to say. And we got some splicing. We got some evolving, I think. Oh, look, we have a grow fruit tree here and one outside. So, and we have that's gonna be able to be evolved. And this is not able to be evolved, but it is nice already. I don't really know what to say. So we're gonna supercell some more over here. I don't know what was worth so much. I wonder if we have a dragon fruit. I would have thought we did, but, you know, I'm not seeing any dragon fruit. Let me take a look into here to see if we ever got a dragon fruit into the household collections tab. Yeah, I don't know that I'm seeing. I think this is the dragon fruit, so we don't have dragon fruit. But you're not likely to get it from splicing, even though we have the things we need for splicing, because we have, but we'll do it, even though we're not likely to get it. That's excellent. That is excellent. So we could go either way. That's fall and spring, and that's spring. So actually I'm going to splice from the strawberry onto the snapdragon. So I'm going to take a cutting, and I'm doing that because I think dragon fruit is fall. So I'm wondering if it's more likely to get it if they're in the, but they're sheltered, so you wouldn't think it would really matter. So I don't know. I've seen people say they try forever and ever and ever, and they never get the dragon fruit. Like I said, but with the one where we splice just the 2 things together, we are getting it. So it's telling us that we should be getting it, but I don't actually have high hopes that we're going to actually get it. So I'm going to fertilize. But we did it mainly for the fact that we had to splice a plant for our work task, and that was why we did it. So I'm just curious if he comes over here. The other thing we have in our inventory, in our mailbox, is we have a bunch of, where is our mailbox? I'm not, oh, that's right there. we can have him license a song, so we'll do that. And then he can get the mail, and we have some things for the archaeology that we need to do. So Brian, you need to do your homework. Let's see. We're actually going to just view progress, but we're going to do it on him because we don't need to do it for our, we've done it there. So what I'm curious, so the outdoor adventure, we're at 2 of 6. I think we were at 3 of 6, but now we know for sure we were at 2 of 6. So we're going to brew another herbal remedy once he has finished with his food. And Sawyer, now that you're a bit hungry and you need to have a shower, so why don't you take a thoughtful shower, and then you can take a look. We're going to look at, I know I can say get leftovers, but I want to actually see what's in the fridge. We have enough food. I don't want to do anything with that. So we're just going to get leftovers. I want to make sure there's food in here for Ethan. So we always want to have food, and there's nothing here to clean. Trying to do those good deeds, so you know what? I'm not going to have him clean up. I'm going to see if I can drag that to the garbage. Did that work? Did that put trash in there? Then empty trash. We'll create trash. Because that's what I want. That's why he's here. Yay, we got a scout badge. We got the good deeds one. And we'll leave it. We don't really need to collect it. Now we're going to brill another insect repellent liniment. And Amelia is now level 8 of writing skill. Oh, I moved the computer. What I should do is put another computer. So they're all coming over here to eat instead of sitting over here. Because I didn't want to spend money on a computer off camera. So I moved the computer into Eric's bedroom because Eric is feeling distant. So I thought he might be good to have a computer in his own space, which is part of the reason I gave this room to him and put Sylvia downstairs because it was easier. And I already had the desk and the chair. I just recolored it for his room because Sylvia had one in her bedroom, and that room became the toddler room, and I had packed it away when I did that renovation a couple of parts ago. So are you finished eating? And Eric, you're grubby, and I assume you kids are all coming home soon. You're inspired. So what instruments do you actually have? What instrument skills? I think you have piano. You do. Now, do we own a piano? I thought we did, but I may be incorrect. That we maybe don't own a piano, so I maybe need to buy a piano and try and figure out where I'm going to put that piano. And I'll probably not buy the big piano. I'm going to buy the portable piano. I'm going to see if it fits underneath the stairs there. And while I'm in here, I'm going to buy another computer for them. But I am on the right tab for getting the piano, so I'm going to go here first under Creative. And like I said, I'm going to just get the little one, the smaller one from, yeah, and I'm going to put it this way. It should work. There. So we have, or maybe I can put it in a little bit. That's as far as it goes, but that's fine. So we got a piano. So he can master that skill. And we could buy a guitar so they can work on that skill. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, not at the moment. We don't really need that right now. We have other things we're focusing on. So I'm going to go buy another better computer to put out here. Yep. Oops. There, finally, the right way. I'm actually going to stick this in their inventory because it's not the best computer. Anyways, I'm going to buy another one of these and put it here. So there we have better computers. They have oodles of money, so it doesn't really matter from that perspective. Oh my goodness, they have like so much money. It really, really doesn't matter. So you need to have a shower. So you can come take a shower here. And your needs are probably not that good because you ended up pulling an all-nighter playing video games. And you had to go to, you should have gone to school. You're also tense, from familial distress. But, you know, that's just kind of tough. That is a little bit tough. Maybe what we'll do is after you have your shower, wherever you are, Eric, I'm going to have you come and do a jog to clear mind. We're not going to have you throw a tantrum. We're going to help you with that. And you may as well go jog to clear your mind. It's not freezing anymore. Tomorrow is supposed to be freezing. It was freezing earlier. So we're going to have you go, because it's not freezing. We're going to have you go jog to clear your mind. And Brian, you need some social. Where's the cat? That'll be a good way maybe to get some social. Why don't you come over here? You need to still become friends with Leah. You're not actually friends with Leah Cat. I named her Leah Cat. I think that was her name actually when we got her. I don't know if I named her or not. I can't remember. And she's not looking very good. Maybe she needs attention. You need attention? She needs attention. Give her a treat. Yeah, let's try and see if we can become friends. And you know what? Forget this one. We can't work on it anyways. Why don't we go to Friend of the Animals? So, because we need to be friendly with cats 12 times. So we're going to try and pet her. And hopefully we'll become friends with her. But I'm going to continue this off camera. Because I realized how long this part has gone on. So, he didn't like petting. So I'm going to get rid of any petting. Because she doesn't seem to like that. No petting. Get to know. Give a treat. Hopefully that will work. Oh, we became friends. So now we are going to leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!